Hello, and once again, good evening, America! Hello, and welcome to the long-anticipated return to the Nokia Cup Series. Season 2, Race 1, coming to you live on Fox. This is going to be the Lowe's 400. Welcome to the Holly Springs Motor Speedway. I am announcer Kamikaze, welcoming you back to the Nokia Cup Series. It's been a while, so we should be able to get a whole lot of interesting things going along in this race here today. 8 laps around this 1.3 mile long track. The front stretch has a high line to it that is definitely going to come into play in today's race. Tight turns 1 and 2 and wide turns 3 and 4. Emulating the new Texas style is the Holly Springs Motors. Season 1 champ Spencer Tritt in the 72 is on the pole today. So why don't we take a quick look at today's starting lineup. Coming around to begin today's event, starting on the pole, like I said, is Spencer Tritt. Starting alongside will be the 22 of Joey Logano. In row 2, it's going to be Matt Kenseth alongside AJ Allmendinger in the 42. Row 3 is Alex Bowman and Kyle Busch. Row 4 is Luke Wallace in the 71, Eric Jones in the 77 alongside. Row 5 is Jimmy Johnson and Gino Harvey driving the 63. Tyson Gifford starts along Jamie McMurray in row 6. Row 7 is Ryan Blaney. And the 88 of Jeff Gordon, who is filling in for Dale Jr. this year. This is Jeff Gordon's final Nokia Cup Series start. 07 of Ryan Smith will start alongside the 14 of Tony Stewart today. Behind them in row 9 will be Kevin Harvick alongside Kyle Larson. Brendan Poole sits in the 01 car on the inside of row 3. Chase Elliott alongside Kurt Busch and Denny Hamlin make up the next row. Martin Truex Jr., Ricky Stenhouse Jr., the junior row in row 12. Behind them is Ryan Newman and Daniel Suarez. Row 14 consists of Chris Buescher and Trevor Bayne. Eric Almirola and Austin Dillon are next in line. Then it's Brad Keselowski starting alongside the 15 of Clint Boyer. Danica Patrick is way in the back next to David Reagan. Landon Castle will start next to Case Kane, and rounding out your field today will be the 83 of Matt DiBenedetto. Very interesting starting lineup for today's event. We'll have to take a look and see exactly what happens in today's event. Sure to be another exciting Nokia Cup Series race here today from Holly Springs Motor Speedway. We're about ready to get underway. Field's rolling around for the pace laps, and here they go. The race is underway. Spencer Tritt takes the lead early. Logano falls back, and we are underway in the Lowe's 400. Into turn 3 goes the 72, looking strong already is that 72 car. Completing lap 1, and he will lead. AJ Allmendinger is right behind, though, trying to catch up with that 72 car. Out of turn 2 now. Spencer Tritt remains your leader. AJ Allmendinger is closing, though. Here comes the number 80 underneath Matt Kenseth. And a little bit of a wiggle out of the 19, and he will come to a stop in the outside of turn 2. Daniel Suarez brings out the caution flag for the first time today here at Holly Springs. And he just looks like he got out of the groove and into the wall. Not much that team can do now, though. We'll see if he can get back out on the track. Repairs on the rear end of that car. So we'll take you to the restart on lap 5. From the nose camera on the AJ Allmendinger car around this racetrack, and around goes Joey Logano. Huge crash involving Kyle Busch, the 48. And several cars involved at the restart of today's event here. What a crash. Lots of chaos and confusion around this race course. People piling up here. The red flag will come out to try and clean up this conglomeration. We'll see exactly what they can do about the 1848. Several strong contenders involved in that wreck. It's all started when Logano was turned coming to the restart. What an interesting turn of events here at Holly Springs. There is Gino Harvey in the 63 involved, looking like he wanted to have a good start to his season but is unable to. Jimmy Johnson involved as well. Very interesting. Kyle Busch is in that as well, many drivers at the restart of that race. There is the 91 who came to a halt. And that is Tyson Gifford. Ryan Blaney involved here as well. Very interesting incident that brought out the first caution. Actually, the first red flag of today. Everyone stopped on the front stretch, but we'll bring you to the restart. Actually, no, we won't. This is actually a replay. Hang on. Yeah, it just was that the 22 got turned to the inside, and that just caused a huge pileup. A roadblock for several drivers to try and get past, and there is everyone that's involved there in the Enfield Care Center now. As we wait for the race to continue. Ryan Blaney is able to continue, though. He is in pit road. Everyone else had to go down to the Infield Care Center. It looks like we're getting back to green now. 2 laps to go. A green-white checkered to finish it out here in the Lowe's 400 on the front row. It will be AJ Allmendinger on the inside of last year's champion, Spencer Tritt. Next row in line is going to be the 83 and 71. Actually, no, that's only 80, not 83. I am stupid. There's Eric Jones right behind, starting on the outside of Matt Kenseth. Very interesting starting lineup. Anyone from those rows could conceivably win today. The 1 and the 88 will start next to each other with 2 to go here. Next, it's Tony Stewart, I think. Hang on. I don't actually know. I'm stupid. Yes, it's Tony Stewart. This is actually his final start. Ryan Blaney will restart in the final position. He is 1 lap down and cannot win today. We're coming to the green for the first attempt at a green-white checkered. To the inside is AJ Allmendinger. There is the 80 car. Tries to pass them both now. Whoa, up into the outside wall. He can't do it. He got the lead, but lost it right away. AJ Allmendinger and the 72 Spencer Tritt side by side as they head through turns 3 and 4. They're going to be nose-to-nose at the line. White flag sponsored by Credit One Bank on the track. Still side-by-side through turns 3 and 2 and down the back stretch. Through the final corners, AJ Allmendinger with the advantage. But Spencer Tritt's coming close. It's going to be a follow finish from Ollie Springs. And it looks like AJ Allmendinger is your winner here today. As the rest of the finishing order flies across your screen here, 3 wide battles for positions in the back. But it's going to be AJ Allmendinger who wins the race today. We'll take a look at that move that the 80 car tried to make through turns 1 and 2, and he got to the lead. Slid up the track, and that allowed AJ Allmendinger to take advantage through that first corner. And the celebration is on for AJ Allmendinger back to victory lane in the Lowe's 400. And what a day for that team and driver. Spencer Tritt gets second, but it's all good. We'll take a look at our official results now. AJ Allmendinger gets his win and will automatically be your points leader. Spencer Tritt does take second, though, and Eric Jones ends out the day in third. Amazing run for all these drivers. Jamie McMurray sits in the 4th position, and rounding out your top 5 will be Alex Bowman in that number 80 car. He gave it his all to get the win, but was unable to. Slid up in front of both of our leaders. Here are our final results. And a DuPont throwback scheme was Jeff Gordon there. Luke Wallace gets 9th. He's only a part-time driver. That's a great start. They may change their opinion on being part-time with a finish like that. And as the final results scroll across your screen now, gotta say that was a fun race from Holly Springs. Well, thank you all so much for joining us on the Fox Sports Network, probably, for the return of the Nokia Cup Series. It's been a while, and it was a great race to bring us back here today. Phenomenal action, and AJ Allmendinger will take home the win. The final results scrolling across your screen now. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. takes home a 21st place finish. And right there is Danica Patrick, who takes home 22nd. So that about closes out our coverage of today's event. Landon Castle got a 25th finish. 25th place finish. Landon Castle. What a finish for that team. Brad Keselowski didn't have a nice day, though. He sends out the day in 27th. David Lee Regan in the 29th position there. An interesting mix of Gen 4 and Gen 6 cars in this field, feeling like an ARCA weekend. Ryan Blaney ends out in 32nd after falling a lap down due to the wreck that brought out the one and only red flag of today. And it was a big crash. So, yeah. Gino Harvey finishes out in the 36th position. That is not the season the way that they wanted to finish the season. But tune in next week, ladies and gentlemen, because the second race of the year will be the Oreo 300 at Myrtle Beach. You're not going to want to miss that. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time in the Nokia